Hello, this is Mikołaj Kuta, aka Splitter, and this is the fourth update for my Dragon game. So this week I've been quite busy on a lot of things. First, I added the additive and subtractive animation blending, which allows me basically to create a difference animation that I can apply on top of other animations. After that, I also added animation masking, so I can now decide if a node will only affect certain bones or if the entire skeleton. So in this case, for example, we have the head rotation, which only affects the neck and the head, and doesn't affect the rest of the body. And it's also done with subtractive blending and additive blending, as well as a triangular mesh blending that I described in I think my first or second video. I also added this idle position, and it will transition between the idle and the walking animation based on the speed of movement. Also this weekend I worked quite a lot on refactoring, so as you can probably see now I have smooth shading on my model, and all of the normals are pre-calculated and later on applied through weights on vertex mode, as opposed to as before where they were recalculated on every single frame. I also now I'm drawing one model. Each mesh is only updated once a frame, as opposed as before when each model was updated 3 times per model per frame. So it was one for depth rendering, one for albedo, and one for many times even for light rendering, as I'm using a multipass technique. I also fixed a bug that I had before when it would create halos on intersections. So here, for example, as you can probably not see now, but before it would create a seam right between the torso and the arm. And yeah, so there's a lot of fixes in this update, and a lot better on the performance. On the next week I'm planning on adding the IK to the legs, both for stepping on the ground as well as just movement in general. I don't know if you can notice here on the video, but whenever I slow down, sometimes the leg can go below the ground, which is something I would like to avoid. Over here, for example, the left leg. And also I would probably eventually add IK to head. Well, eventually I would also add physics for the entire body, which would affect how it moves and it will react to collisions. I would also like to improve the texture. As you can probably, as you have probably noticed already several times, the head has a huge hole on both of its sides. The texture is very basic, and it has some problems with random transparent spots on its arms. And I would also add placeholder flying animations, so I can finally start working a bit on the gameplay itself. So yeah, hope to see you in a week for the next update, and see ya.